During the last decades, the media world has evolved at an unprecedented pace. Some of its main actors are still struggling to cope with the ongoing changes, others, like the European Press Agency, EUPA, have learned how to adapt and adequately meet the needs of today's media professionals. The emergence of new technologies and players means that the major daily newspapers and national television channels are challenged. Today, every single person owning a smartphone and an internet connection is a potential reporter. Thanks to the constant evolution of technology, information crosses the world in a few seconds. However, freedom of expression, of speech and of opinion still face strong issues in many countries, which makes news bearers' defense and protection more important than ever. The EUPA was created for the people at the heart of each and every story, who are neither those of yesterday, nor those of tomorrow, and intends to be able to evolve with them. Dedicated to media professionals, the European Press Agency EUPA is a global press agency founded in Switzerland in 2020. The company is incorporated in the United Kingdom with headquarters in London and offices in Geneva and New York. Built around three core values, which are integrity, transparency and courage, the EUPA aims at offering to all new media actors the services they need in their daily practice. The EUPA seeks to revolutionize the sharing of impartial, real-time news, brought to the world by those who are living their own part of the story. Professional quality content is ensured by its own rules and the Society of Professional Journalists, SPJ, Code of Ethics. The EUPA matches a new media era, where many content producers are freelancers, who are in need of the services offered by a press agency. Anyone possessing a smartphone can become a reporter or a correspondent. Information becomes more and more instantaneous. Many medias do not employ their own journalists and seek to buy contents at a fair price. Event organizers are looking for press coverage, which is often hard or expensive to obtain. The EUPA is the future of journalism and news. Central to EUPA's proposition is the strength of its revolutionary commercialization platform. Unique in its kind, this technological prowess allows any EUPA member to create a free personal account, posting any types of media content, pictures, movies, texts. B2B sales between content producers and medias or broadcasters. Event organizers to offer a fair price for event coverage. Live broadcasting of events anywhere in the world. Each accredited member has access to legal advice anywhere in the world, without extra costs. Therefore, in addition to its resources available internally, the EUPA partners with law firms to provide its members with legal assistance. Every member of EUPA receives a press kit when accredited, without any supplementary costs. It allows them to identify themselves to agencies, authorities, event organizers, and businesses. Equipped with QR code technology, all EUPA official documents are easily verifiable by governments, authorities, or security services. The EUPA subscribers' universe is broadly divided in two: producers of content and services, and consumers of content and services. Content producers are creatives such as writers, journalists, photographers, videographers, bloggers, and all manner of influencers. These content-producing subscribers create content and also provide a wide range of services related to content production. While EUPA initially plans to target professional and semi-professional creatives as early subscribers in the producer category, there is really no limit to who could create content or offer content-related services, so as EUPA is opened up to the general public, then any individual with a smartphone that wants to make some extra income is a potential subscriber. The consumers of content and services are equally limitless. They include all forms of media and any event organizers, from sports competitions, fashion shows and music festivals to corporate announcements, shareholder meetings and trade conferences. They might be colleges, corporations, governments, or individuals. The demand for content is universal and quite literally endless. Producers who, as accredited members of the agency, may post their content on the platform are able to directly commercialize it, while simultaneously protecting it. And in the same place, they can seek and be offered mandates by consumers and users to cover specific events. Similarly, consumers like broadcasters and event organizers may buy content on the platform and also seek and hire EUPA's freelance subscribers directly to fulfill specific mandates whenever needed. On all transactions concluded through the platform, EUPA earns a commission of 20%. Nowadays, more and more companies hire freelancers instead of employees, especially in the media content sector, where up to 15 to 20% of contributors are freelancers. In 2019, Google's total workforce relied on 54% freelancers. Writing and editing is the third most popular freelancing task. In the US market, 17% of freelancers were engaged in writing journalism or content services in 2020. 53% of workers between the ages of 18 and 22 engaged in some type of freelancing in 2019, marking the highest participation percentage of any generation since 2014. With an estimated 1.2 billion freelancers globally, it's safe to estimate there are between 18 and 24 million freelance writers in the world. They are approximately 238,000 in the United Kingdom alone. Content producing also includes all types of medias, like photographs, movies or audio files, which means that, in total, potential subscribers are outstandingly numerous. Over the next 5 years, the EUPA aims to grow at an average rate of 30% per month, thanks to various advertising and communication actions. This would represent more than 21 million accredited members by 2027. If this number may seem quite huge, it's less than half the total of English Wikipedia registered contributors, who are more than 40 million and do not receive any earnings for their content contributions. The digital media market is expected to grow from $34.24 billion in 2021 to $35.06 billion in 2022 and to reach a compound annual growth rate, CAGR, of 4.2% between 2022 and 2028. The underlying demand for news is strong. Data shows that more Americans are reading news, with 8 million more paying for news today than in 2015. The increasing popularity of digital media is driving the market growth. U.S. news preferences have changed with online market share growing whilst print is in decline. As an example, in 2020, for the first time in history, the New York Times digital edition made more revenue than the printed one. EUPA provides the media's news and images wherever events are taking place, without them having to send their own correspondence. EUPA is an all-in strike force that saves broadcasters from having to hire full-time reporters, with all the resulting costs and risks. It also ensures original content rather than having to publish ready-made identical dispatches already used by competitors. Live events are a very dynamic market sector, representing $27.18 billion worldwide in 2022 for sports only and $20.92 billion worldwide in 2022 for music only. Event organizers are frequently in need of an appropriate press coverage. The EUPA platform offers event organizers the possibility of hiring one or more of its members easily and for a reasonable price. They will attend their concerts, shows, conferences and events, thus allowing them to obtain quality images, audio tapes, articles, and videos that they can then sell to third parties or use themselves to promote their business, organization or actions. For professors, teachers or speakers, the EUPA is a great opportunity to have courses and conferences recorded in order to broadcast them live or sell them at any time to any interested user. A practical and affordable way to ensure a regular income and allow all those who cannot attend classes or conferences to have easy access to them later and on demand. The main strength of the agency is its unique commercialization platform and its associated technology allowing live content broadcast from anywhere and at any time. This technology will give the company a strong advance over any type of rival business. The agency acts as a pioneer because it is the first structure of this type based in Europe, with the security and notoriety associated with it. The operating costs are very reasonable compared to the potential profits, since the bulk of the income comes from commissions on sales, which do not require any action from the agency. In order to avoid any troubles resulting from potentially problematic content, a specific department will be set up in Morocco, with the aim of quickly detecting and fixing these situations. EUPA's servers are located in Switzerland, which is a country known for its security and political stability. Among the many opportunities that are reaching out to this project, the main one is probably the rapid growth of the digital media and information sector. Unlike the written press, nothing currently seems to be able to slow down this progress. The global reorientation of the media around the Internet, as well as the paradigm shift of many medias, including mainstream ones, are an unprecedented opportunity for freelancers to carve out a place of choice in the market. Worldwide threats to freedom of expression and opinion, as well as censorship, are all reasons, both ethical and commercial, to consider the success of the agency. Some countries around the world, such as India or Pakistan, where many freelancers work, are sometimes subject to an uncertain electricity or internet supply. It is not possible to guard against such damages, but the international side of the agency helps it to endure any localized crisis. Technological evolution would threaten any company unable to adapt quickly enough to change, but the EUPA has planned significant resources allocated to research, development, and maintenance. The EUPA revenue model is based on two main streams: the member's registration fee and yearly subscription, and a 20% rate perceived on any transaction made through its commercialization platform. This figure gives an idea of the potential revenue amount of each sale for written articles only, knowing that many other forms of files are available on the platform, such as movies, photographs, or audio tapes. EUPA potential revenues projections are based on the following assumptions: the growth of members, the number of press articles sold on the platform, and the category of press articles sold on the platform. Between 2024 and 2027, the revenue from press article sales grew by a factor of plus 300%, taking into account that it represents only a single category of products available on the platform. After 4 years of activity, given the fact that the number of members keeps on growing at an average rate of 30% per month, the revenue income from member subscriptions should exceed $500 million. The revenue from written articles sales approaches $100 million, taking into account that it represents only one of the categories of products available. EUPA's potential revenues projections are based on the following assumptions. The estimated gross revenues takes the costs of goods sales into consideration. The operating expenses are then deduced from the gross revenues to obtain the EBITDA. For the next two slides, what is clearly indicated from the projected numbers is the scalability of EUPA's sales and the rapid ramp-up in earnings once the press agency has covered its operating expenses. A significant part of profits comes from EUPA's ability to connect content creators with content users seamlessly. The company has planned its development in 2 phases. During the first phase, the platform is made available to qualified users only, established freelancers able to justify a professional activity in the field of media content production. Admission of members is carried out manually by the agency's team, upon presentation of supporting documents. Access to the platform for media and event organizers is also guaranteed. The general public has consultative access only, provided they register as visitors. During the second phase, the platform is made accessible to the general public, who can also post and commercialize content. Applications from journalists remain reviewed manually before the press kit is sent. Members from the general public do not benefit from a press kit, unlike journalists accredited by the agency. EUPA's IPO is planned for Q2, 2024, and Phase 2 of EUPA's development will be launched at the beginning of 2025. The EUPA is currently directed by its 3 founders. Mark Deschneaux is an international financial jurist with a strong commitment to the defense of individual rights and freedom. Marie Majkowicz is a communication expert with a significant experience in financial business. Lindsay Barber is a Scottish solicitor specialized in criminal defense law. On the board, Anna Budnikova is a marketing specialist with TV and journalism background, and Christian Frampton an experienced business developer and assets manager. Phil Plumley, acting as an advisor, is an experienced media content producer. Thank you for your attention. There will now be a brief Q&A with members of the management team. For further information or to schedule a one-on-one meeting, please reach out to one of the partners of Swiss financiers attending today or via the link in your original invitation to this event.